So given my brief look earlier, I'll say there's roughly a dozen gnolls inside. So let's be smart. And get all of my spells ready to go and active. Bull's strength gives between 2 and 5 strength, so let's see if we get lucky. 4 strength, good enough for me. I'll also drink a potion of bark skin. Alright then. Take a step back. That's fine. Potion of speed very quickly. Here we go. Ah, I missed. Ow. Perfect. Perfect again. That archer annoys me a bit. So does missing, though. Haste should wear off fairly soon. Yep, there it goes. Oop, what the? Don't do that. Ow. This is bad, this is bad. Healer's kit quickly. It's better. Just you and me. Okay. You are really painful. Yikes. Alright then. No more guards for you. You still hurt quite a bit. Alright.
Hold your weapons. I surrender.
Really? I would not have called that.
Gishnak surrenders to you, furthest one. Please do not slay me. I will do as you command.
Do I let the gnoll live? Is there a good reason to let the gnoll live besides just mindless mercy? Gnolls are predators known for hunting and, well, eating kind of anything, so no deal. You die now, monster. No deal. Was that heartless? A little bit. I did just kill an enemy who was begging for his life. But in truth, what would I do otherwise? Lock him up? I think not. I'm badly wounded there. I'll hope for a healer's kit, I think. Some shoes, a key, amulet, and his magical halberd. Very well, let's do some cure miners while I move. It heals so little now. Although it always has, but still. So yes, was that a little heartless? I would say so. But this and that for the greater good, right? I see you, Noel. Gotcha. Because if I told the Noel to flee, never come back, you'll just go to another cave somewhere and likely terrorize another village, eating animals and people. I would much rather simply kill it now. Ah, healer's kits. Scythe and Alchemist's Fire. I'll check out where these doors lead later, but first let's just get a Get an idea of what's around. Another potion of speed and a greatsword. The greatsword's tempting. Identify scroll. If only I could make use of that. A double axe. Oh wow, they have a lot of exotic items here. Chainmail. I checked here, right? Yes. Very well. Yes. Look how very peaceful that knoll is. A throne with 2 human heads next to it and piles of skulls. No, I don't feel bad. The big door likely leads somewhere important, so let's see where the small door leads. The key doesn't open this, huh? And you are trapped with an acid trap, but thankfully my spell resisted all of it. Let's see where you lead. I will break you down. Eventually. Yeah. Really durable door. I'm just impressed more than anything. There we go. Where do you lead? A storeroom, perhaps? Indeed so. Very nice bearskin rug. Dead boar in a cook pot. A mace +1. And a healer's kit +1. Inventory's looking really limited right now. Now you would be trapped. Ooh, some gauntlets. Very well, and one final chest here. Now you would be trapped like that. Potion of lore is actually very tempting because I can just quickly drink that and identify things. Alright, I'll read these later. Just get them identified for now. What are you? Ah, +1 arrows. Well, those would stack with my short bow to do an extra +1 piercing damage, which is very tempting. And I think I will replace my normal arrows with these, because why not? I should have gotten that aim identified. Oh well. I think we're fine. Yes. So, what have we, huh? Gloves of the Rogue. The elderly Augmenite, Miladolin, okay, found that age was affecting her and her fellows quite rapidly, causing their hands to shake and preventing them from performing many of their priestly duties. With Ogma's blessings, Miladolin created magical gloves that steadied their hands and heightened their muscle control. Years later, a young Augmenite was caught for thievery, guilty of using the gloves. Word spread, and soon the gloves themselves were stolen away. +2 to all various rogue skills. Makes sense. And I'll bite. What's the flesh ripper here? Stained with the blood of thousands of victims, this weapon once represented the fury of the orc tribes of the Great Rift. The March of Leaves was an elven campaign that destroyed most of the orc tribes, leaving them scattered and leaderless. Nothing is known about the fate of the bloody weapon, Flesh Ripper. I think we know where it ended up, though. So it's a halberd with +1 attack bonus, +1 slashing damage, and an extra damage when it crits. So overall, a kind of... It's sort of better than a +1 weapon, actually, in a sense. But is it better than my weapon? Well, this is 1d10. I think damage-wise it is ultimately better, and for sure the fact that it is this sort of magic is definitely a step up. So I think perhaps I abandoned my old... I think it's time I leave my old flail behind, because this weapon is really something else. Oh yeah. It's big, but it's actually a good thing though, because it means I can hit enemies from further away. And it's scary. I'm still injured, so... Well, I'm injured from those traps, rather. So, let's just heal up a bit more. A little bit more. Alright. Good enough for me. Also, what's my damage now, huh? Not too bad. I like it. And the mace will sell for quite a bit, as will the gloves. And what are these shoes? I didn't read these. Boots of the Sun Soul. The original version of these boots were said to be worn by the wise wanderer, Tekai Jin of Karatur. As he traveled and grew in strength, Tekai was joined by students who would follow in his path. When a student left to travel their own path, Tekai would pass his old boots to his students, to remind them that every path under the sun should be walked in the wisdom of the past. After his death, many copies of his boots would show up in the stories, each supposedly handed down from Tekai to a student. Even if these copies are nothing more than clever forgeries, they do seem to assist the wearer in avoiding enemy attack. Monk-only boots that provide a +1 dodge bonus to armor class. Fair enough. Now what have we here? There we go, gotta use up the key. The notes did mention that there were ruins beneath the caves. I suspect this is the entrance here. A strong rope dangles down into the darkness below. Very well, let's climb. High forest, underground ruins. Well, you're not wrong. There's the rope leading back up. Goblin bones. And a note. Let's quickly read it.
Master mean to send us down here. He says look for magic stuff, but no find nothing. Days and days go by. Mung and Jur all gone now. Me no go back now, master be angry. Me starve, less painful than master's rage. Anger. Lever makes pretty light. Methinks pathway with same pretty light safe. Mung and Jur no believe me and now they dead. They went up the wrong path and burned all up. Me right, but me no fight flying imps myself. Me eat boots now and hope for best.
Interesting. Was it the tome that spoke of elementals? I believe so. Here, just the parchments. Elementals and imps. Glowing lights and magic. Let's examine this here. Oh, it's a chest. Huh. I'll take the acid flasks and the alchemist's fire. I won't bother with the cold stones or quartz. Magical pool. The pool before you is covered with runes, but it is an unknown and ancient language. Carved into its rim appears to be 5 large symbols. The pool is calm but glowing faintly. You get the impression that this device has a specific function here. Let's see if I can use my lore scope to decipher the runes. Indeed I can. After spending some time studying the runes, you decide that they are of Netherese in origin, and have translated a little of their meaning. The runes depict some manner of silver token being placed in the pool, and then the symbols used to create magic items. And again, neither the parchment or the note mentioned tokens. Yeah, the tokens appear to be used in the central well. This must be what he meant. This will contain a lot of comparing of notes, I suspect. Interesting, though. So, tokens and... Interesting, alright. Let's examine the symbols more closely. The symbols are clearly marked. A flame, a raindrop, a stone, a whirlwind, and the last has all the symbols in one circle. It seems each can be pressed into the platform. Well, classic elemental depictions. We'll leave the symbols alone for now. We'll leave it alone. Most curious. Although now I see why Janna is down here. This could, well, house several various magical items. Let's see what these chests contain. Well, nothing here. Unfortunately. What of this one? That's an odd-colored potion. Potion of protection from elements. This potion shields its imbiber against the forces of nature. It has only one use, but it casts a level 10 version of protection from elements, so that will keep you very safe from elemental damage. Let's read this note again. Lever makes pretty light. Methink pathway with same pretty light safe. So if I'm to translate that, if I pull the lever and it glows white, do I go through the white door? Blue, huh? The blue door does indeed open. This is a little scary. I'm not afraid to admit that. Talk of mephits and elementals. Whoa! Yeah, well. That was interesting. Not really sure what happened there, honestly. I see a mephit, though. Give me your mephit. Let's not find the glowing hallway. There's two of you. Very well. There's one less now. Stop breathing frost on me, mephit. I don't want to find that hallway. I saw weird glowing effects, so it's just...
No quarter!
Yeah, my spell wore off. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll fight you in here. Ow. By the way, before we kill this thing, water mephits. Chaotic and destructive, mephits come in many shapes and have a wide range of abilities. Most are drawn from the various elemental and quasi-elemental planes. They universally tend to have damage reduction and regeneration. However, it's not enough. Not enough. Oh, remains? Arrows. Well, I could take some, why not, to refill my current quiver. Do I trade in a divine favor for a heal? No, not yet. Alright, now what was... I saw colors. Follow the light, huh? Well, it's blue. Let's follow blue. I seem to be safe so far. Okay, let's keep following blue. What is this? It's raining here. Waters of wisdom. Water seems to permeate the very air in this chamber, seeming to emanate from the fountain. An inscription. Getting around can be quite tough. Hang on to the book, or the parchment. I've not figured out the correct cantrip to cast on the Waters of Wisdom yet. Cantrip, huh? Getting around can be quite tough. Light? That's the only thing I can think of. Light helps you get around. Getting around can be quite tough. What cantrip? That's all I can think of, but sadly I've used up all of my light spells to heal myself. Interesting. Getting around can be quite tough. Light doesn't sound right, but it sounds the best thing I have. Ooh, another one of you buggers. Oh, I don't want to drink that potion quite yet. I'll use a cure light. Are you going to chase me, or are you going to simply stay back there? Alright, fine. Nah. Rather not fight you from far, though. Let's see if I can't pull you into this hallway of relative safety. There we go. You're mine now. Ha! You may regenerate, but you can't regenerate fast enough to have a serrated halberd dig into your flesh. So the lights lead me to this door. Detailed carvings cover the surface of this finely crafted door. Let's give myself the full-ish health before I walk in. Perfect. Alright. Close it behind me. Whoa, what the? Whoa. A water elemental. Ferocious and powerful as a stormy sea, water elementals are incapable of venturing far from the body of water that gave them birth. And I noticed some very delicious fine text. They're vulnerable to fire. Well now. Yeah, oh look at this halberd, it looks terrifying. Serrated and on fire. Ow. Oh, good parry on your part. Ah, but you have a staff, which is bludgeoning damage. Very sorry to say that my cloak absorbs a fair amount of that damage. However, she does attack faster than I do, but I hit harder. In this case, strength beats speed. What? Whoa, what? What just happened? I was teleported. Rather abruptly, too. Hang on. Are the lights still... okay. Let me see if I can make my way back to that chamber. Because I never had a chance to explore it. That was kind of fascinating, actually. What happened? What? I slew the elemental, but nothing in here at all. No notes or anything. Just fascinating, but confusing. Huh. Oh, this pedestal was not lit up before, but now it has a glow. It glows blue. Am I to assume then that the other? If I had to take a guess, there's likely a green, white, and red tunnels. This lever will probably glow those colors as well. And when I slay their corresponding elementals, they will all light up. And will this door maybe open? Okay. Very well then. From blue to red. Alright. I think I see your patterns, dungeon.